chase Muneaki with the blue futon. And there was a movie with Johnny Depp in it called Miramata. I feel like this movie came out like in 2019 and it's been delayed, aka or just put on the shelf because of the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. And I finally was able to watch Miramata. Should you try to find this movie or should you just dip it like this whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, which I've been watching shit about? So Miramata, what's it about? It's a very simple premise, actually. This is based on true events where Johnny Depp, he's a photographer for life. He's about to give up. He's like, I'm done. I'm done photography. Well, it feels like with a lot of these people in his career are drunks, alcoholics, everything like that. And they just seem like dicks as a whole. Anyway, one story comes up. Japan, mercury poisoning. People in this town are drinking mercury. Miramata. Is it true? Is this company really poisoning these Japanese people, or is it something completely different? Let's find out. So that's a quick synopsis of the story. It's basically Johnny Depp, like I said, as a photographer going to Japan, taking pictures of this Miramata Cisco company that's been putting mercury poison into the water, and this town is basically dying, and weird finger things are happening, just bodies degrading and everything like that. So this is a true body horror movie. People say like Titan's a body horror movie. No, that's a fake shit about, mechanical shit. This is real life mercury. The effects in this movie of these bodies with the mangled fingers and the bodies, that is body horror because this is true life shit and it's really fucked up. So the last scene of this movie, I'm just going to bring it up. It is haunting. It is absolutely haunting. I had chills. I was sitting on the couch for minutes of like, oh my God, like this is depressing. Like, holy fucking shit. And there's good dialogue in this movie about, big companies, small people, and the environmental stuff of just putting stuff in the water and not knowing, and having enough pressure will make these companies have to pay if they make it a worldwide event. And that's what Life magazine did. So this movie is kind of told into two stories. Life magazine part is about 25% of the story, and the Japanese portion is about 75% of the story. And this is split up into English and Japanese dialogue. So did I like this movie as a whole? I know I'm talking about it now. I enjoyed this movie I enjoyed it. It brought new information into my life. And I think movies that do that are very positive movies in general. Because I knew nothing about this Japanese Miramata mercury poison scandal in the 70s. Not a clue. But this movie brought light to it and what Life magazine did and what this photographer did. So with that, I'll give you the negatives of the movie. Maybe because what Johnny Depp did. He acted great, but his character. Why are most people in media, it feels like it, are these photographers just fucking dicks? Like, sometimes you want Johnny Depp to succeed in this movie, but then you don't because it's like, dude, you're being a little bitch. Like, just fucking, I know you've seen some shit. Yeah, everyone, you've probably seen shit in the Vietnam War and stuff like that, and they do bring that back, but a lot of other people see shit, not just reporters, but it feels like it's the people taking the pictures are the reporters that are complaining the most about, like, Taylor Lorenz, PTSD. But some of the soldiers, they're kind of on the backdrop doing it, and they gotta have to, like, almost suck it up because they don't get that limelight of these media personalities and stuff like that, saying, oh, I got this problem. And so some of the stuff Johnny Depp did in this movie, I was like, dude, come on. Greater good. Like, team up. You're a dick to your family, dick to your wife, dick to your kids, dick to everyone around you. So, I mean, when people like tell you to shape the fuck up and you're just like, fuck off, you're just like, I don't feel sorry for you. But he does have some integrity when it comes to this Japanese company. But this movie is filmed extremely well. I'm really curious why this movie was put on like the shelf. It never really received life in American movie theaters. I do think it was released in other countries around the world, but not America. I find that kind of a disgrace of why a movie like this that is based on a true event as well as just will teach the audience worldwide what this is. I think that's a disgrace for the movie makers, the director, and the actors that were involved in this, because there's very predominant Japanese actors in this movie and very predominant English actors, Johnny Depp, like Bill Knightley, and everything like that. So there are people in this movie. It's not like it's a low budget with no name actors. So I'm just curious, like a movie like this that is very strong, just story, just doesn't get shown. But you could say this movie is done with a through in and throughout kind of timeline, and nothing special happens. You kind of know what is going to happen throughout the story. But what succeeds in this story is the pictures, is the aftermath, is seeing these people. Without seeing these people and these injuries that Mercury does, this movie would have been a lot worse. Yes, some people might not like it because it's just true body horror, but you need to see these imagery of like, what the fuck? Like, this is disgusting of what is happening and is despicable, and you just feel so sorry for these families because just like Japanese culture, like in the beginning of the movie, Johnny Depp's like, I want to take pictures of the son, the daughters, that everything's happening. The family like, no, we want him to keep this private. So that's like very hard for Johnny Depp to do in this movie because he needs these pictures for Life magazine. And finally, when shit goes down, shit goes down, shit goes wrong, and the families are like, okay, we will finally just take the pictures, even though we really don't want it, because it's almost like taking these pictures is almost like, I want to say degrading, but it proves like these people that can't talk, that can't feed themselves, you're almost like showing them off to the world, and people in today's society is very hard because in the 70s it's more like you could get behind something. Now it is very hard. So it's very hard for me to find the right words for, tragedy, because people don't know tragedy anymore. I really don't think so. Yeah, very few people in this world do. Like, people focus on the wrong shit in today's day and age. I'm going to put it right there. People don't know hardship anymore. People think pronouns hurt feelings, not mercury poison and shit like that. What real problems are: children with cancer, real problems; mercury, real problems. Those are the real problems in the world. So when I hear this shit, like in the Twitterverse, it's like, fuck off. You don't know anything about the real world. You truly don't. You live behind a computer. But now I know I'm griping about the real world with Miramata, but I think it connects because this movie shows tragedy, so shows real world issues, shows shit that people need to actually pay attention to. Not, oh, I'm binary, I'm pansexual. It shit like that really bothers me, and I think we are going down the wrong path because what's that quote about, like, real men make hard times or hard times make weak men or something like that? I don't know, but I feel like that's where we're at today. But Miramata, if you want to know some history of shit that happened in Japan in the 1970s about mercury poisoning and the aftermath and the after effects of what these bodies look like, yeah, you could Google it, but I think this story does a good job with telling the Japan side story and doing a good amount of life with the story. It's almost like the Secret Life of Walter Mitty, of how media used to be a real thing. Media used to want to tell the truth and just get out the facts to show the world. How real media is like, most people are not biased. So it's more of like, what is happening in the world? How can we tell the truth? Now it's more of like, that hurts my side. I don't know if I want to report it anymore. And it's true facts. Harvard Business Studies do it and everything like that. But Miramata, I think it's a great movie. You should watch it. Just be forewarned. Some of the images are very graphic, and it is a play-by-play playbook where nothing really special happens. So it's like a timeline type of movie. So there you go. Miramata will receive a 4 out of 5 with Futon. So it goes at 80%. So see the critics news scores gave this one. So you have critics a 78% with 78 of them. Audience score at 90% with 250. Here's critic consensus. Heartfelt yet jumbled. Miramata plays tribute to a remarkable real-life story, perhaps better served by a documentary treatment. I think documentary treatment would be kind of hard with this one just because his life after Miramata he died like 6 or 7 years after staying in Japan because of the injuries he sustained at this plant. But Miramata, if you could find it, it is on Vudu. Rent it. Support movies like this. And support Johnny Depp if you support Johnny Depp. So, 78, my 80, or the 90. Chase Talk with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Blutonian. You Blutonians. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And seriously, find these smaller movies. Yes, Doctor Strange is a good movie, but we need these smaller movies to help generate better diversity of movies.